Hi there, I am Caleb Westbrook, and I am the design teacher for English 12, along with English 11 at Dwight Global, where I've been teaching for 4 or 5 years now. I teach part time at Dwight Global. I've taught full time in the past, but right now I live in Kansas City and I teach full time at a school there where I'm also a speech and debate coach. And maybe it's something you'll kind of be able to notice and see kind of played out some and how it influences the way I teach or some of our activities. In fact, I would say probably our first trimester in some ways is influenced by kind of the pursuit of critical thinking on modern issues. And so let me talk a little bit about English 12 and what you can expect this year. In our first trimester, we'll be reading, I think, in a genre that is very underappreciated, creative nonfiction. And so we have a collection of essays, articles that we'll read. But the writers share personal experiences that intersect with important global issues. And I just like to expose students to different types of reading. I think I truly believe there's something that everybody can enjoy reading. And sometimes it's not the things that we traditionally read in an English class. And while I love classic literary novels, there are also great memoirs and other forms of nonfiction. There's poetry. There's sports writing, all kinds of things. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy kind of digging into something new, and we'll be doing that throughout the first trimester. In trimester two, we'll be reading a short play, A Raisin in the Sun, by Lorraine Hansberry, which basically talks about racial discrimination in housing in the mid 20th century in Chicago, where the author is from. It's based on some true events in the author's life, though it is a fictional play. And then finally in trimester three, which is kind of condensed because seniors graduating, woo, we will be doing a unit on poetry. And I feel like everybody kind of has mixed feelings on poetry, but I hope to kind of demystify some of that experience for you and share a bunch of different poems. We're going to do something kind of fun, sort of a March Madness sort of playoff format between different poems, but really trying to introduce you to a wide range of types of poetry, and so that you can kind of understand, hopefully appreciate that a little bit better. As far as succeeding in this class, there are really kind of three areas that I like to share with students in order to be successful in the class. One is attending regularly. I love how Dwight Global offers this flexibility for us to pursue our passions. I have fully taken advantage of that. For a year, my family and I moved overseas to Guatemala. My wife is actually from El Salvador, but we moved to Guatemala, which was close to her family, and really had an awesome experience being there for a year. So I love the advantages of online learning. But I will say, the best way to succeed in the class and just fully engage and get the most out of it is to attend regularly to the live classes. And then second, communicate. If you aren't able to attend, or if you're falling behind, or there's something you don't understand, please reach out. I can meet before class, after class, outside of class, or we can just converse via email if necessary. But I am available, and I want to help you succeed. And then lastly, it probably sounds like a duh, uh, but keep up with the coursework. Sometimes because we don't have late penalties, it's easy to say, I'll push this off to next week or whatever. But that starts compiling, and before you know it, you're overwhelmed, you're behind, you're not getting as much out of class because you're weeks behind the material, whatever the case may be. But just work on trying to keep up with it. And again, if you can't, or if you feel like you're falling behind, reach out, communicate. Now, I will say this, just because if you do fall behind a little bit, don't feel like you can't attend the live class. I set up the activities as best as possible so that even if somebody's a little behind on the work, they can still engage in that class's activity. And we'll focus in on a specific excerpt, or we'll have a specific discussion or English language arts skill that we'll be working on that you can participate in, whether you're caught up with the work or not. I'm really looking forward to this course and to this year, and I will see you in class.